Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Chris Petri. Welcome to another video. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're going to talk about field sketching. This is a great thing. I know many of you probably already as artists, you're doing this. You're using your field sketchbooks and you go out and you get some information out in the field. You draw and sketch and practice your drawing skills as you go out maybe on your daily journeys, if it's to work, or maybe if you're going out to visit some relatives or vacation, or just some little jaunts out there to do some shopping, whatever it is. Always bring a small sketchbook, and then you do a little bit of drawing. And for maybe 5 or 10 minutes while you're doing that, you just sit down on a bench or someplace, safe, where you can sit down and do a little sketching, or even in the car. I used to sketch all the time in my car. I used to just park in a safe spot, like in a parking lot of maybe like a local area in my town where I live, to maybe sketch a few buildings or sketch a few cars. I have tons of sketchbooks just loaded with drawings. They're primitive, nothing fancy. I don't agonize over it. I just draw, keep drawing, keep sketching, and you're always going to be improving. Every minute you put into your drawing and sketching, you're going to be a minute and an hour better. So if you're putting in a minute or an hour or 15 minutes, whatever it is, then you're 15 minutes better than you were before. And you just keep tacking that on over and over, and you'll have it. You'll be better at your drawing and your sketching consistently over time, over weeks, over months, and over years. So this is just a sketchbook I had. This is a dollar store sketchbook. So these are really for $1. I got this small sketchbook here, and I used to keep this in my car at all times. And then if I was thinking or anticipating that I was going to have a little bit of downtime, if I was going to get a blood test maybe, or if I was going to drop someone off, like one of my family members, to go shopping, I could sit there in the car for 10 or 15 minutes and do a quick sketch or two. So here I did a car. Here I did a McDonald's hamburger place. Here I did some flowers that were on a table. Here I was in a restaurant. I did a little interesting ceramic artwork that was on the wall of a restaurant. I did some things here. I was actually getting tires for my car, and there was a little spot where there was some coffee, free coffee, and I did some coffee cups. I did anything and everything. I just looked around. There was some place here, a local Lucky's, a local burgers and cheesesteak place, and great stuff there. And yeah, so I just did faces too. I saw somebody that I might have, thought was an interesting drawing, so I tried to do some portrait work. So I did some portrait work of people as I went. If I saw somebody, I tried to maybe capture what they look like a little bit, maybe focus in on one thing, their nose, their eyes, something like that. And some at the table eating some lunchtime. I had a little lunch in a restaurant, Chinese restaurant, and I made a little drawing of the bottle of soy sauce and a coffee cup or a teacup. And again, just interesting little sketches. So here you can see I plenty of sketching time. This is by my house, the next door neighbor's house there. And then my neighbor decided to draw some drawings, so they did some drawings too with me. And so sketchbooks are so much fun. You can have a great time practicing your skills, and also too, it kind of drums up conversation. Sometimes people will come up to you and go, "Oh, what are you drawing?" or "Oh, you're an artist," or whatever. And you can, if you have a little artist business card, you can give that to them, and they might say, "Oh, can you create a painting of my house or my flowers in my garden?" Whatever it is, you can drum up some interesting business as you go. And here's another sketchbook I have. This one here is kind of new. So these were some recent. This is more recently on vacation. This was a poster. These were some mannequins that were set up in a antique market. So I did some quick, like 10-15 minute sketches of the mannequins that were set up. They were like really cool mannequins, really sophisticated looking mannequins that they had set up in the flea market, kind of like a wax museum type mannequin set up in the antique market. So I did some sketches there, quick 15-20 minutes, 10-15 minutes actually, Tried to get down the basics of it. I might have filled this in later on in my studio, like the darker darks, and filling in some of the stuff, but, and you know, some cool stuff like this. This is looking down out of our room. We stayed at a casino in New Jersey, Atlantic City, so that's looking down on the parking garage area and the entryway to the building. And some interior things, the columns by the food court, and some light fixtures. So I try to sketch everywhere I go. Take 15-20 minutes, and people don't seem to mind, you know. The people at the usually people like that own establishments and things, they don't mind if you're sketching. They like it, actually. Most times people are kind of like very, you know, if I ask, is it okay to sketch here, they're like, oh yeah, feel free, sketch as much as you want. So, you know, I did all kinds of sketching, and I keep going and doing it, and the next vacation I go on, I'm going to be doing more. I got plenty of paper here to go. So let's take an idea here. Let's see now. So for this video, we're thinking of sketching out in the field, get some ideas down on paper, whether you're on vacation, again, visiting friends, just looking outside your house, maybe go out and outside in the backyard, look at the gardens, do some flowers, whatever it is. You have fun, you're the artist. You'll find good things to sketch indoors. I sketch indoors all the time. I set up a cup or a mug or a pencil or a paintbrush and a few things, and I just draw them. And so here we have some sketching tools. We have just a regular, really nice, the Mars Lumograph Statler pencils. They come in all kinds of different hard or soft. So here you can see very soft. This one's a very soft, a B. This is an 8B. An 8B. So you can do great shading with this. So when you have to do some shading, you can do some great shading with that, as well as, you know, you can do some really dark darks with that. It's nice and soft, the lead. So you can do some. And, you know, just some really fun stuff like that. Quick and easy. You can do quick little sketches like that here and there as you go. There's also, these are fantastic, the China markers. They're the peel China markers, so you don't have to bring a sharpener with you. You peel off the paper on the pencil like that, so you don't have to bring any sharpeners. You just have this with you and you're all set. The only thing is they're fragile. You don't want to, if you leave this in a bag or something and you drop it down on the ground or something, or you drop it, or it could break easily. These are a little softer, but these are pretty durable though. They are durable, but like I'm saying, they're not, you know, they're not as hard as a regular pencil, like maybe like this. They're a little bit softer. They're not as sturdy, but they're still pretty sturdy. They're fine for a duffel bag or whatever. And then these are the same thing. You can shade with China markers. You can get really good. You can get some great darks with these. Like that. So, you know, you can have some fun. And you can do flowers, any kind of subject matter. Like that. So these are China markers, great to use when you're on the go, just doing some quick sketching, even at home, whatever. And of course you have your standard retractable pencil. This is a 9mm, 0.9mm pencil. So you can do some great sketching with this as well. You can do some buildings. Maybe we're doing a city. cityscape. Just some ideas here. Yeah. So you can have some fun doing some cityscapes. You can get lots of different interesting lines, and you know, it's really fun to do. So you might be sitting someplace in a cafe and you want to look out the window and do a cityscape. You know, you can do a quick cityscape with a nice, just regular retractable pencil. And then also too, we have these construction pencils. These are great. So these are like, they have sharpeners for these. Construction pencils. Carpenters use these. And we'll just use this here just to show that this is really easy. You just twist the and you just keep going until you get the point good. It takes a few minutes if it's brand new. Once you have a point on it, then you don't have to sharpen it as much, but there we go. And then we have a nice point on that, on this construction pencil. And again, we can take this and we'll just, I'll put this in the wastebasket there. And again, these two, you can get some great darks like that. Maybe you have some darks like that. And you can do some boat shapes. There we go. So you can have some fun with this. So these are just some great, just a few. There's more. Obviously, you can use pastels. You know, you can bring with you like chalks. There's colored pencils. You can bring colored pencils with you if you're doing some sketching. It's really limitless. So I'm encouraging everybody here, bring your sketchbook with you when you go out. And anywhere, or even in your house, you can have your own sketchbook. You do your regular painting and drawing. Let's say you're following along on some of my interesting videos, and I hope you're always subscribing. And down below here, I always remember to mention to you, please subscribe. It's right over here on the right-hand side, just below this screen. If you subscribe to my channel, you're going to get all my videos. You'll be alerted when they come out, and then you can watch them right away. And this way you're getting all the information right away. You can watch the video full through, absorb all that information, and then that's a little educational bit of information you have that you're going to have in your mind. It's going to help you to just remember and recall these things that we're always going over on a constant basis, so that you're going to become a better artist. You're going to, once you think of something and you have it in your mind, you're way more likely to do it. If you were just to skip over this video, you might never take up a little sketchbook here, purchase a sketchbook, however simple your sketchbooks are. I have a dollar store sketchbook I use. This is more, I got this at the local art store. It's, you know, a little bit more paper on this one, and the quality paper might be a touch better, but whatever, it doesn't matter. But and the different pencils you can use, all these different things. If you're watching this video full through and you're kind of learning what we're doing here, we're working together to get our artwork better. One of the main things with artwork, your drawing skills are crucial. So if you have trouble drawing, that's all the more that you're going to want to have a sketchbook here at your house to keep inside the house. You're going to want another sketchbook in your car if you have a car, or maybe if you travel and you maybe use mass transit. You know, you don't use a car, but you maybe travel by bus or train. You'll have one of these in your backpack or your purse, and you'll always have some things to work with and draw and sketch as much as you can. 10, 15 minutes here and there makes a huge difference. A really big difference. That's all it is. And once you get into the habit of doing it all the time, you'll just do it all the time. It'll be second nature for you to do it. The hard part is, and I found this out myself, until I really started making the effort to do it every day, I struggled and I would do it every once in a while, going back a couple, years back, a few, 10, 15 years ago, I made the commitment to just say, I'm going to do it every day, half an hour a day, draw in these sketchbooks. And whatever I was doing, if I was at work and I was heading home from work, I would stop, park, draw a building for 10 or 15 minutes parked in a safe place in a parking lot with my doors locked. And I would take my time and do a little sketch. And then I'd get home at night, maybe another 15 minutes before I went to bed. To sleep at night, I would pick something up like a pencil or a coffee cup, put it down on the table and draw that. So if you do it like 10, 15 minutes a day, and you do it all the time, just for at least 1 month. If you do it for 1 month, you'll do it all the time. It'll be a habit for you. You won't even think about it. You'll always be looking for your sketchbook and your pencils to do your sketches because it's just a part of your normal routine. So let's get excited about doing some sketches, some pencil sketches. You can use crayons again, any type of pencils you want. There's the carpenter's pencils. You can get any of these at the local hardware store. These China markers they have at the hardware stores, big box home improvement stores. These you can order online. The Statler Mars Lumograph pencils. They come in all different hardnesses as far as lead goes. These are soft. If you get the soft ones, they're really nice. You can get those great darks, as we were saying. So, you have some really nice, you can get some great shading going on in your sketches if you need to for darks and lights. And I'm glad you joined along for this video. It's just a quick video on sketching, having a sketchbook, and we're always having fun here. Hopefully everyone is just enjoying the process of working on your sketching and your drawing, and then also too you're going to work on your painting. So you're doing like a 50-50. 50% of your time you're doing sketches and drawings, 50% of the time you're working with your paints, your watercolor paints, your brushes, and doing watercolors along here on our channel. So keep coming back, painting along with us as well. Please keep doing your sketchbooks, even sketch paper, even if it's just printer paper from the office printer. Grab a piece of paper and do some sketching for 10-15 minutes every day, and you'll be surprised. It'll be a habit after about a month, and you'll just automatically do it. And your drawing skills will get just so much better. You'll be more confident, and your artwork is going to be so much better. Your paintings will be better, and I hope to see you soon on the next video. Okay, so bye-bye for now, and we'll see you on the next video.